And now let's go ahead, as we do each morning, and reflect upon this rare and precious life that we have, using the advice of Lama Tsongkhapa for inspiration. This opportune physical form is worth more than a wish-granting gem. You only gain its like the once. So hard to get, so easily destroyed, it's like a lightning bolt in the sky. Contemplate this, and you will realize all worldly actions are but winnowed chaff. And night and day you must extract some essence of this life. I, a yogi, practiced in this way. You, wanting liberation, should do the same. How wonderful it is. We didn't die last night. We have awakened one more time to this rare and precious human birth favorable to Dharma practice. That's such a mouthful that I never get tired of saying. A rare and precious human birth favorable to Dharma practice. All of the conditions have ripened for us to have complete liberation, complete freedom, removal of all mental and emotional afflictions in this very lifetime, really. Yeah. So many things had to happen for us to have, well, this moment that we're actually living in. To be here now, to be engaged in the Dharma, to be engaged in the practices that allow us to gain a little more liberation, a little more freedom from some of the mental, emotional suffering that we have struggled with. To have the practices that allow us a little more joy. To create the causes of well-being. To actually engage and understand in the causes of well-being. I have returned from a conference for mental health professionals, and throughout the days at the conference, I get to speak with all these people dedicating their lives to helping people find a way to be okay. And also at the same time, seeing their own struggles and their own difficulties, the high burnout rates, the challenges of the industry. And recognizing that so much of what is being taught and guided is really just addressing the symptoms that show up as stress, worry, fear, anxiety, addiction, process disorders, and so forth. And often fundamentally missing the core root of the causes. And a really sustained way to, well, cultivate some freedom, some well-being, what we call genuine happiness. Genuine happiness. And also some very legitimate ways to get there as well. So much confusion in terms of how we can be well. And so much of it is tied to the ideas of getting what we want, having others like us or see us in some particular way, having a sense of achievement and accomplishment. And believe it or not, that's not a cause for well-being, for a sense of value that's sustainable. Very temporary and always in comparison to others. And it was interesting to watch the dynamics of, people wanting people to see them in different ways. And then the authentic people are just comfortable with who they are. No need to impress anyone. You can sense their gravitas, their way of being humble. They listen rather than focus on telling you who they are. All this to say that very few humans, even those with really good hearts dedicating themselves to being a benefit to others, have actually really realized the Dharma, the truth of things, the true causes of suffering, and the true causes of well-being, even though they may know it intellectually. But their actions, the body's the driving force. As with us as well. We'll still cling to old habits and patterns and belief systems. Yeah, we need to have this or that to be okay, or people to like us, or so forth, in this way or that way, for people to see us in a certain way. Again, the 8 worldly concerns. Still being a driving force in one's life, even though intellectually they may be really thinking they're doing something else. But here we are, no longer chasing winnowed chaff, no longer chasing worldly concerns as a source of well-being. We have a rare and precious human birth favorable to Dharma practice. Understanding that the ultimate cause of well-being is virtue. Virtue. And it's that simple. It's not getting what we want, it's doing things that are meaningful and purposeful that will allow us the things that we need and want in our lives. It's the ability to engage with an open heart in our relationships and interactions with others. Understand we're a part of this life with others, and that we need each other, that we're interdependent. And that others are actually supporting us in ways we don't even see often. So what a gift it is to wake up, to be alive, to have a rare and precious human birth favorable to Dharma practice, the directions, the practices to bring our body, speech, and mind in alignment with liberation and extracting the essence of this life while we have it. So let's do our best today to do just that. To cultivate merit and wisdom, merit, good, virtuous actions of body, speech, and mind, and the wisdom to understand that we are interdependent with others. And we're here to help. A lot of freedom there.